Welcome back to Giro3 YouTube channel. Next project. Okay, we are looking at a MORI, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, MORI MA100 rotator controller. I'm building up for the MA100 rotator, which you would have seen in the disassembly and the upgrades I've been doing to it. This will be the controller for it, because the original controller that came with the rotator is this thing. Very small in a sense, and it would not fit in a 100 volt, 240 volt, 220 volt, 240 volt transformer. Will not fit inside of here with the meter and everything else in there. So this controller is okay for because you can see the transformer just sitting in there. It's just sitting there. It must be nearly hitting the meter. And look inside. It's fairly full in there. Very basic information. Very basic inside. So, and it's in pretty bad condition. So I decided to make up a one that will actually fit in things. I was able to salvage the actual label off the front of it and put onto this one. So basically what I've done for the front panel, I have put in my LED module, 12 volt LED module for the display. As I said before, I've got the transformer, which is courtesy of a imitator rotator controller. So it has 220 or 240 volts in, 100 volts out, which this rotator is 100 volts, and I have a little display 500 milliamp display transformer for the display. I have my numbered backing panel or output terminal, which has numbers on it. I can put it set there, or flaring out. So that will be going on the back of this section here. I'll get to that section in a minute. I have the original panel meter, which was pulled out of the actual controller. It has a crack in the lens, but it's directly above north, so it's not a major. You can see the MORI in the middle here. This is the original one. But I've also put on my new PCB, which I just noticed is not straight. I have to straighten that up. It's a bit cockeyed. So this is my replacement PCB for ChemPros and stuff. So it has all the stuff the ChemPro one has on it, but also has a 12 volt output via a voltage regulator in this bit of circuitry just here, and that powers these LED displays. So that's all in the one PCB, and I'll straighten that up later on. So you can see the needle has actually got a little pointer on the end of the needle. Someone went to a lot of trouble in the old ones, but not a problem. So basically, this controller is just a controller I got a hold of, and I'm just adapting it. It's adapting it the normal way I normally do these particular ones. I've used them for several things. So I've put in the IEC socket, which goes in here. There's the fused IEC socket that will snap into there. Well, why not? Why not just snap it in right now? It is now in. Prestozy. I'll have to wire that up, and this terminal, the cover plate will go on here to cover up these big holes, and that will go on there like that. And basically I'll be using a 6-pin cinch plug on the back of it, and that will be mounted onto here, fitting into there. And basically rubber feet to here. I've got the meter adjustment thing, bits and pieces. This one was pretty wired up, ready to go. So this is just a bit of a quick run through of what I'm going to do, and then I'll do a couple of little videos of the building up of this. So we're back to that stage again, so more projects to do. So I just want to get this thing happening. I need the controller going before I actually physically start putting the actual rotator back together. The rotator is now back from the glass bead blaster, and it has been etch primed, and it has been painted, and is now waiting to be put back together. So the controller has to be done first, so I can do all the alignment and get it all working. So hence why this is the first video. So this is the MORI MA100 controller update number 1. This will probably be made into several videos, several short videos, and just one big video. So we shall catch you in probably part 2. Bye. Welcome back. Okay, part 2, MORI controller update. Okay, I've installed into the front panel the power switch right and left, and the meter's now installed, which has the actual new PCB on the back of it. It is wired up to the LEDs up in the top here. So that's all happening. I put some refurbished switches in. These are red switch for power. So that's all happening. Put it back that way. Might clean those switches up a bit more. Okay, transformer is in, or transformers I should say. 100 volt transformer at the back. I put it in line, and I put the little baby transformer at the front. It's a 12 volt. It says 6.3 on the front, but I'm using the two outside, just center tap one, so it's 12.6 volts. I've got everything ready to be wired up. As you can see, the sockets in, all lined up. As I said, it's only going to be using 6 wires, so I'll put a 6 pin cinch plug in. The actual cover is for an 8 pin, but they still line up with the numbers, which you can probably can't see. Yeah, you can see the numbers. So we're moving forward. Another short video which I will attach to another one. So I shall see you in part 3. Bye. Okay, we're finished. Or finished the controller anyway. We're back basically. So okay, so now the controller is now all together. Just has to be put into its housing. So we'll just take a bit of a turn around here. All the wiring is done. Transformers are all in. I've even put my labelling on the back of it. All is done. Right, we can do a shot from this side. And I'll do a shot from the bottom as well. All stainless steel screws holding the transformers in. Alrighty. Well, we may as well drop him into his housing. I better grab a screwdriver. Oh, I forgot to bring something over. Alrighty, let's slide the housing on. Turn him over. Get some rubber feet out. Screw the rubber feet in. There we go. Nearly done. And then we'll get on to the actual rotator itself. I've got a few things to do with that, but that'll be the next section I will do. It'll be a completely different video. Okay, we have, there we go, flaring out again. Some sideways. Do that way. I'll take some other photos of this. We'll put that into there that way around. There we go. Moving forward. Pick them up. One MA-100 controller done. Rightio, that is it. Game, set, match, as they say. I shall now move on to the actual rotator. Catch you next video. Bye.